First of all, it's good to see a young person here, and what you're seeing is a citizen using my civil rights to address my city council on issues that are important to not only me, but in talking to the hundreds of people I talk to, a lot of the taxpayers in Marion. You're familiar with, I've given you all a copy of the book, Nothing But Facts, that I compiled on, for lack of a better word, special buddy discounts in this county. Now this, before you consider seriously what amounts to a 12% tax increase on the tax-paying property owners of Marion, I would ask that you consider what I asked you last year when I asked you to join the call and to make that call for a federal investigation of what appears to be corruption in this city and county. Now, to make it real simple, we have an automobile dealership that sold for $6 million. It was only assessed at $3.8 million. The difference, which should have been picked up, of $2 million for all those years have gone by unassessed and uncollected. That one example alone is $305,000. I've started on the second book, and last night I noticed the drugstore property on the corner of 13 and Carbon. It sold in 2005 for 3.6 something million, sold again the same year for 4.1 million, which should have caused a assessment of 4.1 million. But no, when you look at it, it's 2.5 million. So there's $1.5 million unassessed that amounts to a lot of taxes. That's 2 out of, there were 28 here, there's going to end up being hundreds, I hope not thousands. But before we raise the taxes of the limited income...
Wait a minute, where do you get this 12%?
Well, I'm using, and maybe we shouldn't use, but out of respect, we will use the figures presented by the city treasurer, the same city treasurer that run $4 million worth of checks written to somebody else through the city books. The $100,000 EAV, he said, went from 155 to 173. That's a jump of $18. So on the 100, that's 12%. That's about 12%. Going up $18 from 150. If you back that down from 100, then it would be going up $12. That's 12%.
That was in that one instance. Well, okay. What's your point?
My point is, I'm in business, and customers don't like paying more. So before you make that, charge them more, raise the cost to the customer, in this case the taxpayer, do the homework. Can you buy it cheaper? In this case, are the taxes being collected on what we have? Are the laws being applied fairly? And they are not.
Now, Lily, you're preaching to the wrong people.
I don't know why you're our mayor. You are supposed to, you set the tone, and you're in a position to call for an investigation.
Now, look. If you got a problem with the assessed evaluation, you take that up with the county. You know that. The city has nothing to do with evaluating, assessing property.
Are you telling me, Mayor, where this matters to the citizens of this county, town, that it doesn't matter to you, that it's nothing to you if property in this town is not being assessed fairly? It doesn't matter to you?
Wait a minute. Enough is enough. We've all read your book. You've accused everybody and his uncle, sister, brother, father, and mother of corruption. This is not the place to get into that. If you
I take exception to that because that's not a fair statement. I haven't accused...
If you have a complaint, take it to the state's attorney.
No, ma'am. This is what happens when you come to your city council. In this town, we take it to the county.
You've worn out your welcome. Please sit down. You've said all you need to say. We've heard all we need to hear. So please sit down.
I have one other issue I would like to bring up. Has nothing to do with taxes. And I have a right as a taxpayer to be heard.
Tell me what it is.
Okay. I would like you to take a serious look at the behavior of your city administrator in this city hall, which includes screaming at a lady, a taxpayer, go to hell, in a loud voice, calling me a bitch, which is not language I use. When I came in the other day on the subdivision paper, which you passed tonight, she knocked it off of the agenda, and Alice would be witness, and so would Tammy and others here. Intimidation is a criminal act. Stepped into my space, in my face, and I had to step back twice with her threatening behavior. It's unprofessional.
We understand you have.
Well, I would like her hiring performance. I'd like a performance review on her. The taxpayers would like her out.
Well, that's not gonna happen, and enough is enough. We've got your
This is what
complaint.
happens,
That takes
Mr.
care of it.
Condini.
Okay,
Thank
sit down. All right, now I think we need to go into executive session for the